What's up, everybody? This is Casey at the Guardian Oracle 33. Welcome in. I am a psychic intuitive medium, just a old soul, just hanging out. Welcome in if you're new. If you like the vibe, subscribe, hit the like button. There's always a message within a message. I read esoterically. I channel messages that we never know what's going to happen. 605 is an important number, which is an 11. Somebody could be seeing 11 a lot. How was your guys' day? Hi, Gary. Hi, Jason. Jen, thank you so much. I love you. How many of you have ever heard of that sera? I had to look it up. Sera. It will be what it will be. Hello, ma'am. Hello, beautiful to you, Jen. What's up, Jagcat? Trigger warning, what's up? I looked it up. I knew it. What? Tell me. Whatever will be, yeah. I sing that all the time. Hot Rod? Of course you do. You're the secret weapon, Hot Rod. Right now I'm hearing, just take those old records off the shelf. I'll sit and listen to them by myself. This old music ain't got the same soul as that old time rock and roll. Ain't got the same soul. Well, I'll be a son of a bitch. Guess what, guys? I got 3 new decks. This is called Soul Light Tarot. They're pretty sweet. So we're gonna try them out. Collective read. Case of frickin' sera. Oh, I'm feeling feisty. For some reason, I don't know what it is. A good feisty. You know, like this kind of feisty. Okay, I love, this is why I like pictures. What do you mean you look at pictures and tell people what they want to hear? I know, it's kind of an art. Speaking of art, like this is what I feel like. I'm just taking my horse out. Me and old Yeller just going outside. This looks like somebody that hangs out with their spirit animal most of the day, you know. This is the Haunted Echoes Oracle deck. I wanted to say, boo. You know what's funny is something came up. I can't remember where I read it at. Let me clear my throat. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Lots of music. There's a lot going on, and this one is cosmic energy. All right. Here we go. I feel like burning something. You guys ever just feel like burning shit? Yeah. Should we do some indigo? Idaho, Idaho. Of all places. Never thought I was going to end up in Idaho. Everybody knows home is where you make it. What's up, Valhalla Dragon? What's up, Taya? Uh-oh. Did you burn your pizza, Trigger? You better get your finger off the trigger. I hate when I do that. There's only certain times you'll eat some real messed up pizza, and that's when I'm messed up. I'm like, you know what? Back in my younger days, man, we were crazy. We didn't need much. Jerky, pizza, beer, some whiskey, and the friggin' back road. See ya. All right. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, the highest bright light, I call on you for clarity, guidance. Archangel Michael, I ask that you would guard the gates as I channel these messages. That's one of you guys know, this is a safe space. This is where we connect. This is where we, you know, this is where humanity starts right here. These conversations, the readings, you know, and they can mean so many things to so many different people. It's a whole freaking anomaly. And some reason, people think like that's some bullshit. They're the ones that watch silently, you know. I don't know what she's saying, but I like to look at her. She's pretty. My cheese bread had too much cheese and it blew up. Made a mess of my oven. Well, maybe we better deep cleaning. Hate it when the ovens. I just burn that shit off. I'm like, it'll buff out. I'm serious. Hey, I've got 5 kids. Got time to be on all fours, fucking bent over, and they're just getting my burnt pizza off. All right. Things are getting crowded. Things could feel like they're moving in. Dun dun dun. Are things moving in on you, darling? All right. All right, now as I'm holding this, I heard the cosmic egg. Energy harmonization. Align your chakras to harmonize energy. Achieve vibrational balance. Chakra alignment, energy flow. And I did feel like, kind of did feel like a sexy energy for a moment, you know? I don't know, and it's like that powerful, it's like intense. Maybe you're entangled with something, you don't know what you're entangled with, and it might be mysterious and in a way. I heard it makes you feel naughty. I don't know what that means. I heard, yeah, you do. All right, guys. Hey, I'm just the messenger, okay? Yeehaw! I did abs today, and I'm already sore. My tailbone's sore, anyways. Caw! I love it. And this is gonna be an explanation. Look at that. It's the fucking, I want to say Terra Mother Truckin' Dactyl. I don't know why. It's a phoenix. I've got it tattooed on my wrist. And in that dream, dude, I've been seeing everybody talking about eagles this, eagles that. This other deck has eagles, and the way the eagle's wings were is just like that dream. And here comes old Big Daddy. Spiritual rebirth. I heard a hen into a swan. You go in as an eagle and you bust out of the lava as a fucking... I heard a pigeon. No. Giant hawk. Motherfucker. And you end up being, you're like, no, I didn't say I wanted to be a fucking dove. Duh. They do sing pretty though. Hoo hoo. Who? Who disturbs my slumber? 22. Who disturbs? Woohoo! Spiritual rebirth. Embrace spiritual awakening. I love you guys. You know that? I just do. Just read the fucking card. Alright, we're getting there. Profound renewal and enlightenment. Awakening, renewal, and spiritual enlightenment. Alright. I was going to put these to the side and I heard that's enough out of you. God, it's beautiful. Inner voice. Listen to your inner voice for clear and authentic guidance. Authentic guidance is your self-expression. These pictures are so deep. And this self-identity. There could be something with like a self-identity crisis in a way. We're not going to call it crisis. It's like being in the womb of cosmic energy. The rebirth that I'm talking about and that I'm feeling right now. You know, you could have gone through your midlife crisis or be going through it in some way. And it's not just one person or one energy. It's like, yeah, when I get down there on this soul contract, I want to make sure you hit me real fucking good. My heater's going off. They're like, you better pop it down and fucking all at the same time. I want it all at the same time. Half your family's died off. Half your backyard's filled with animals that, you know, whatever happened to them throughout the... It's just been a rough couple years, you know? And as I'm looking at this, we're talking about self-identity. We do talk about how connection is everything, you know? The rebirth is beautiful. It almost reminds me, and I want to channel it in such a way. I heard look at creation, talk about connection. We're talking. I'm hearing first man, like the main archetype, because there is deep contemplation here about stepping into. It looks like a maze, you know. It looks like the spine, kind of a spinal column. It's like I heard take the long way home with the spiritual rebirth. Some of your physical appearance could actually be changing. You could be feeling younger. You know, you're going to notice radical, I'm hearing radical acceptance, but at the same time, this mystery. There's an air of mystery around this, you know? And it's within yourself. I think I wanted to say that's the sexiest part, is when you rediscover yourself, you know? That's badass. When you get to go back to the beginning of your being, in a way, you get to start seeing things in a different way, how everything was designed. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Got a wee little baby right here. Inner child. Reconnect with your inner child to the past wounds and restore joy. That's what this is. Eye awareness. Look at this little boy. Look at that enlightenment around the mind. Look at that creativity. Very connected. It all shows how it's all connected. And I want to say, because I was talking about how this felt like a spine, right? And going back in and rediscovering that. This could be just energy centers throughout your body. This could be, you know, metaphoric for so many things. And you've got this kid, and it looks like the end of this comes out right behind this. It's like the road, I'm hearing the road less traveled. Somebody is on they are being guided. You could either be feeling very watchful. That's what I want to say right now. I want to talk about watchful. Like, even if you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Some of you might not. I just hear, like, what are you? Who am I communicating with? Like, you could just be knowing stuff, you know? Fucking weird shit comes in your head and you're like, why would I think about that? That was so long ago. Or you could be like, I keep seeing somebody draw from 3 dots, like a triangle. 22 as I say that. Thanks guys for hitting the like and subscribe button. Somebody's connecting all the dots. They're understanding this phase. Oh my gosh, I want to say these cards are fucking stunning. Oh my god, could you guys imagine backpacking out to here and then coming out and knowing that you're going to get in that? It's so beautiful. So beautiful. It really feels like something is not what it is. Like some sort of the shadow creates, it looks, that's where it gets its depth, right? Look in here. Because it looks like the water runneth over, I heard right now. And then it goes straight into the trees in the back of the mountains. Is it a waterfall, you know? It's like the shadow in between does this separation or creates this, I want to say, mirage. You're very creative, because the way that I'm looking at this, when I say looking, I mean looking. These cards are beautiful. What's up, Constancy? What's up, Juho? But it looks like a mask. You know what I mean? Look at the eye. It is the mask. It's like something is seeing for somebody else or something else. I'm hearing the all-seeing eye. Jason, I cannot with you right now. I cannot with you right now. The all-seeing eye. sera. In what context? Okay, here we go. You want to dive in? Somebody's about to go on a journey in some way. I heard it's going to be quite psychedelic. It's like you have this color, this gold. It's so prominent. It's so, if you think about heaven, you would think about it being this lovely, you know? You could be feeling like that in life right now. Could have gone through something, or it feels like a memory comes back up in some way. A crucial memory, a crucial piece of your life that in some way it hinders, or it can become a blockage for, I want to say, love. And it looks like from the beginning of creation, whether this is your family or environment, it's like you were raised to be a certain way. So we talk about everything as you were programmed a very specific way. And it feels like there's an energy here that wants to be reliberated with this spiritual rebirth, with this phoenix. And this happens when this person recognizes the connection to so many things and something. I mean, he's naked, he's vulnerable. I heard admirable, you know? To having the courage to look, and you're looking down. This is the city that you've built. This is your spine. This is your, I heard, your core memory center. You don't realize how everything connects until you meet somebody or something happens, you know, in your life that it triggers something within you. And before you can get the pleasure from it, you have to feel the pain. That's when you know you're grateful for it. You fought for it, you know? And even if that means going against what everybody else says, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of paths, but you know what? For you, it always leads to the same spot. And all those doubters, I keep hearing Thomas the doubter, people who doubt, you know, that's what creates age. That's those thoughts and some of those memories. It's time to transform those into freedom. You're going to be scrutinized for doing things different. Pretty soon you're going to realize you're not, it feels like cognitive disassociation. It can feel like that, you know. Sometimes you get so deep into, what is this all about? People around you don't understand, whether you're pushing them away or that, but it feels like time's gone on and people are starting to see, they'll say, hey, did you hear this? And you're like, yeah, I was telling you about that like 3 years ago, you know, and people are trying to, you know, catch up. Somewhere we disassociate ourselves from societal norms. We go do this midlife crisis, and we'll say, we rebel. We're rebels after all. It feels like it is definitely going to take a lot of bravery, and it feels like this is like a core wound or connection. It could be in anything that you have felt tied to, that you've noticed patterns after patterns. Say you find somebody that you truly, you know, that you want to be with, that, you know, you feel like even just try to be friends with, you know. It feels like to truly liberate yourself and to be authentic in this relationship, whatever it is, even if it's just with yourself. It starts with, he's at the root of it. He's at the root of all things. He's looking at how everything tied together. And it feels very much like there's a decision to be made. The road at the end of the tunnel is where this rebirth is at, but it feels like somebody's going to have to, because there's something about this child, like, I heard bypass right now with this childlike energy, and it was like you were destined to come back to this because that's where you hid your creativity at. Whether it's just the feeling of love again, love for yourself, love for life, you know, you can start connecting back with, I'm just happy to be alive. I'm happy to experience the things that I am. I am that I am, I heard. We have children. They're so important. That's, you know, what we're doing now is also reprogramming and stopping cycles in that way. You know, this is somebody who has gone within and is, if you're not now, it feels like this state of ecstasia is coming. It's like a sudden realization that I keep hearing the watchers, and I'm seeing like an owl's eye within here. But it definitely is a mask that goes over the face that it allows a person. It feels shamanic in a way. Hi, Pluto. Hi, TA. What up, Medusa? Journey of discovery. Try different paths to find the one that is just right for you. That's it. That comes so in line. Strengthen bonds. Offer and accept help to foster a shared strength. Reaching out hands. Reaching hands. Maybe for some of you, you are being offered help in some way, and it could feel very emotional, you know. I want to say that there's people that watch what you do, you know, in spirit, and you could be recognized as just, even as a family member, just something clicks for people, and they're like, you know, I just want to thank you for everything that you do, you know, when you're a light in my life. We forget to do with that with the people that are still here in a way, the ones that, you know, feels like there's a lot of letting go, forgiveness, and this understanding people for where they're at. Intolerance. Differences are seen as threats rather than growth opportunities. Be inclusive. Strive forward. There's something hidden. See, and I said it feels like, it really does. And we've been talking about the boogeyman, right? We talked about the Black Widow too. That's coming back to my mind right now, but it is something behind this all-seeing eye. Yesterday I talked about an energy that can like transport to different beings. For some of you, it feels like your higher self is about to be like, motherfuckers, don't make me come down there. I heard you're infringing upon free will. You're infringing upon free will. It is seen, whatever that is for. Ancient tales. Tales as old as time. Beauty and the Beast. Reframe critical thoughts. Mind what you say, for it becomes who you will be. Ancient tales. Something is very ancient because this all ties back to golden. There's very much symbology in a lot of these depictions. Quiet retreat. Step back from conflict and find peace within yourself. Protect your energy. Maybe this is about retreating. You know what it feels like too, in some way? Thank you guys for hitting the like button. 39 as I say this. 12:12, 12:21. For some of you, you've been so misunderstood. Probably most of your life. And maybe you have done things in the shadow for some of you. And maybe it was the perspective that was on that. It looked like shadow, right? Maybe you're doing shadow work. Maybe it's some of the things you had to go through. And it's like some part of that is coming to the light. Like your higher self is starting to merging the higher self, the lower self. So you're being able to tap into this bigger I, because it is connected. You are programmed for that. You hit an important aspect of yourself in childhood trauma. Bright light comes. We talked about the boogeyman. Feelings of loss. Call your spirit back home again. Rest in the divine. Oh my gosh. I heard Jamie's got a gun. There's nothing we can do. Who sings that song? Who sings that song, Hot Rod? I know you'll know. Jamie's got a gun. Turn the shadow inside out. Yeah, dancing specters. Release what holds you back to break out, to break on through. Let go of mistakes. Somebody feels like they're battling with, that's the midlife crisis. Somebody's battling with a peace within themselves. Somebody could be realizing, like, I want to say astrologically, but it could show up in their life that they have some very dark attributes about them. Very. And, you know, if you've planted a seed with this person or them with you in some way, it's like it's stepping into the unknown, and that's what the shadow really is. It's just the unknown. It's like there's a strength and a bond being built with yourself to where you can trust your judgment. You know, the stuff from the past in whatever way. Getting a call. Oh, I just want to say something's going to be seen here. Okay, where am I going? Where am I going? Maybe somebody feels like that. Where am I going? What is this? You know? Why the que sera, sera? You could be a Taurus. I'm hearing the name Melanie. Stairwell. A League of Their Own. Kung Fu Panda. Star beings protected. I heard Luke, I am your father. Heavy breathing. There's heavy breathing. Huh. A quiet retreat. Dancing specters. Secret communications come out with that. There's a bright light with this feeling of loss. Offer and accept help to foster shared strength. It's about coming together. See, because these are very different looking. These are, one is like in the golden light, and one is, it's like in the basement or out in the dark forest. Maybe you're able to see through the darkness in that aspect. To me, it feels like there's some sort of sense of respect between the dark and the light and the attributes. I'm getting goosebumps all over. See, because even with this, they're both very intimidating. This one is like, I see you. You know? It's like I'm human, but I see you. And with this one, we see sacrilege and, you know, we see the cloak and we see, you know, symbology of things here, but you can't see the face. There's a secret communication that two people identify, or two things or two aspects of yourself are identifying them one another in a through secret communications. It's spiritual battles on the top. Self-sacrifice, no boundaries. Natural healer comes out. Herbs in nature. I heard intergalactic destiny. Downsizing. I need to journal these things. I heard we're living in odd times. And then, like, I flash back in my head. Did you guys ever watch that show? What's it called? Twilight Zone. I remember watching that as a kid at my grandma's house. We used to go up and turn the TV on and turn the knob, and we'd sit down there at the coffee table and eat our cereal on a pillow on our knees or our butts, whatever. And my grandma would be watching that. That and a lot of Murder, She Wrote. And Ricky Lake and Jerry Springer, Tattoos comes out with physical and mental abuse. Okay. Can we talk about these two things that are observing each other for the first time? I don't know why I'm saying first time. Because it feels like, in some sense, these exist. I keep talking about two sides of the same coin. I heard heads I win, tails you lose. Somebody's going to get to see behind the veil and become enlightened on a situation. Something that was perceived in shadow-like aspects. Maybe it felt deceptive or unknowing, misleading, but that yet there's signs within it. And, you know, definitely a lot of people, some of you, it feels like gang stalking in a way, you know, the way it's playing out here. It feels very, for others of you, it feels like you're on a deep internal, wanted to say spiritual battle. And this could just manifest as, let's say, it would manifest in the physical as totally lost my train of thought. A self-sacrifice. Let's talk about the self-sacrifice in this darkness. Que sera, sera. Having a hard time picking this up. Temperance comes out. Spiritual battle. Two things going at it. Two people, two places, two things. Self-sacrifice, about a truth within the light and the darkness, about the spiritual battle. I'm going to say it's going to manifest here in the spiritual. Paperwork is coming out again and seeing relevant, as well as something being worked on. It could be manifesting in some way. It just feels like there's a little bit of a mysterious energy behind this. But I also did discuss how things aren't going to be what you think they're going to be. A lot of things seem to be falling apart right now, and tower moments happening because my decks of cards and stuff. Something that somebody's not seeing at this moment. Insecurity, fear of not being good enough. Build confidence and love yourself. Your uniqueness. Get out of the predicament. And this is the first card to fall, which was a patient vigil. Take a deliberate pause and cultivate the stillness. Wait for inspiration. See, and these are darks, but it's a very dark picture. But it does feel like somebody's very deep within, and I want to say the cosmic womb. Going back to see something that they once missed. It could be playing out this lifetime in some sort of midlife crisis for you. I keep hearing the headless horseman. Who has the insecurities and the self-sacrifice? What is this about? Moving forward. You could be trying to save money right now to get out of something. To get caught up or be freed from something. I want to say it feels like something was an entrapment. In some way. There could be medical issues around this at this time. Fear of not being good enough. Maybe somebody is leaving because there's a fear of not being good enough. There's a self-sacrificing energy here. Release what holds you back. And the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Swords. I heard 1966. And then right now I'm hearing Hell Spells. Welcome to the jungle. I heard shit's getting real. Self-sacrifice between the light and the dark. It feels like there needs to be picking of sides, and that's ridiculous. I'm hearing somebody say that's ridiculous. Yeah. No. Not picking sides. I heard it's a charitable moment. Queen of Wands. If you're picking up on any of this, this journal just keeps coming back out. These things that are tied to a journal. Feels like somebody passed away, or, there was something written down or left, and you didn't get it. And now you are getting the message. I want to say this is like a message of inspiration to keep going. self-sacrificing, no boundaries, alone, together. There is a growing distance between you and others. Reach out to friends. Somebody seriously could be feeling like that right now. Like, I'm not going to be seen for, I want to be seen in a certain light, you know? I want to be able to make it look like I'm holding it all together because maybe that's what this tie was. When you were raised, you were supposed to be this way. If not, that was weakness. The dark forest. Embrace your light and dark side, for both is needed. Deep revelations are coming about. Somebody could just really have gotten wakened up by something. I heard it's a revolving door. We're really wanting something to change, but seeing how, certain things are playing into this so that they can't. Could be childhood trauma. Peaceful heart. Peace, heart, and serenity. Feel true serenity and harmony through a peaceful heart. And maybe that's something within this battle is somebody doesn't recognize how to love or open up to a certain level, or there's a blockage there. It could be from a wounding from childhood. Maybe their parents weren't very loving or something here. It feels lost in time, and it could be creating. It's like, I think somebody wants to come forward and do the right thing. Have a communication about, deeper matters. Wants to explain their side. Body wisdom. Somebody wants to be vulnerable, and there's a need to connect here in some ways. You could feel like you physically are tied to somebody else in some way, Somebody's heartstrings could really be getting pulled on right now. Listen to your body's wisdom to understand and care for your needs. Body, perception, and wisdom. I heard somebody's going through a beautification process right now. And we have living in the moment. Live in the present to savor each moment's beauty. Present awareness, enjoyment. It's like, that might be what it is. Somebody wanting to stay responsible and being the way that they've always been raised to be, or whatever this is. Fuck yeah, I'd sit right there butt ass naked. Right on the ocean in gold. Yep. Just a swinging. And I would. It feels freedom. It feels like vulnerable, but there's a blockage. Whether this is within the self, is something that it has arisen, that's coming back out. You could see it in somebody else, or you could be noticing it within your own self. Maybe every time you try to get past this or move past this, I keep wanting to say it feels like an uphill battle. There's blockages within it, and maybe it feels like it has to do with a matter of perspective. Maybe you feel like there would be a blockage in it, or something wouldn't work out because of the way that you've perceived yourself, because there is a shadow aspect of yourself, something that's unhealed, that's going to come to the front. Feels like this could cause a little bit of chaos, but there's a need to enjoy where you're at in your life right now. Emotional healing. Heal emotional wounds to release past pains and soothe your heart. Emotional release and heart recovery. I heard heart surgery. Looks like it's way back there in a cave too. The heart of Tahiti. Look. You guys watch Moana? The spiritual journey. Explorer. There's no spaces in between any of these words. Explore the deep connections with the universe. Is this a fucking joke? Okay. With the universe on your spiritual journey. Yeah, there's no spaces in any of those words at the bottom. We've got no time. Get on. We gotta go. Blessings of the celestial. I told you, it feels like somebody's going back into I want to say the cosmic womb in some way. This is like a deep, 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 deep healing process that somebody's going to see, or that's going to come out. You could be worried about this, like your level of progression, how you're handling things, what's coming, what, waiting for the other shoe to drop, what next. It feels like this is going to be very profound. This could have been triggered by a relationship, a past relationship. There could be fears coming up around relationship in that aspect. The gateway of awareness. Awareness, opening, transformation. Enter the gateway of awareness to uncover new spiritual insights. It just feels like there's a need to be very spiritually vigilant at this time. I'm hearing that song, Sweet Caroline, ba ba ba. I heard that song the other morning too. I heard that song the other morning. Okay. Heart's coming out again. There is confusion within this situation. Maybe that's why there's a need to journal. Maybe somebody is journaling about, I heard a traumatic moment or an event, and they're going to recognize something else that is within that. It's like your subconscious remembers things that you didn't. It like took a screenshot or a snap. I want to say a Snapchat of something. Or, you know. For some of you, you have people spying in your phone and taking, you know what I mean, screenshots of your stuff in some way. In the darkness. That is for some of you. There is a challenging situation for some of you that is causing a bunch of confusion. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. Your soul is preparing to reestablish trust in the process. Past life. Feels like this is going to be a tricky situation, or has been. Value. Focus on things of value. There's a lot of going back and forth in here within the mind of for some of you it's like, what is the future going to look like? Feels like there's a lot of focus on either the things that you've been through and then what you want it to look like, but the time to do it is like now, right? This value. You know, not seeing the value in a specific situation. This is needed. This is definitely needed on this soul's path. Please journal. For some of you, acceleration, speed up and chase the results that you want and need to move forward. Feels like for some of you, this is going to be very happy to look behind the whatever this confusion was that you weren't seeing or that you were being blocked from. I heard trigger warning, so it does feel like even if you don't get the truth from somebody else, you'll at least get it from yourself writing. Because it is a screenshot of your, you know, the way it felt, the way it played out. You know, it keeps feeling like somebody keeps going over something that day, you know what I mean? What that was, how did you experience that? It's like I can hear somebody saying, I've experienced too much to not believe, or, you know, the signs and synchronicities. You could have totally woke somebody up to seeing something in a very unique way. This person could now be journaling, you know, and that's what's relieving this confusion. You know, when people will buy people all the time, sometimes it's better for them to, you know, take a break, because one, you get caught up in so many other people's energies, but at the same time, you know, it just feels like very distinct patterns have played out. I'm hearing, I wish I knew then what I knew now. The web of fate. Even the smallest act can have far-reaching effects. Weave your destiny. Feels like oppression, you know? It does kind of feel like a feeling of oppression in some way. Something's being suppressed, or a connection that's pure in some way, some sort of vibration. The web of fate. Misty veils, clear the fog of the uncertainty with the warmth of clarity. Disciple confusion. Look who's standing in the background. Fee, fi, fo, fum. What beanstalk you fall from? It's the shadow monster. Silent runes. Give voice to past trauma to find your peace within and express your feelings. Feels like an aspect of somebody's soul got lost in space and in time. In time somewhere. And that could be playing out now. I don't know. In some way, somebody does some really dark stuff, you know? Really just has a dark, really dark. They do stuff in the dark. It feels like there's an oppressor energy here, you know? And it feels like there is, whether it's you or this midlife crisis, could pertain around what you do know and what you do see. You can see the oppression in society. You can feel it in your jobs, your neighbors, your family members. Tangled threads. Sort through the past to get clarity for your future. Weave new patterns. It's about vibration and attracting those same vibrations. I keep hearing sought out, sought out. I wanted to say, feels like moving forward there was strength that was found from this. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's happened yet. It feels heavy. It feels like, am I going in? Am I going to go in and look at this? Am I going to? It feels like, so I can hear somebody saying, I don't want them to find out. I do not want them to find out. You know? I'm hearing, who am I kidding? I need to be real with myself. There's wanting to give in a situation, but it's like something big and dark in the corner lingers, you know? Something's been on the mind about wanting to share this burden and this load, you know? This confusion. Definitely does feel like your intuition's going to help you see how it was tied to something else. I heard arch nemesis. Truth comes out again. It's like, why? It's like you get so close to discovering this truth. And it's going to come out. Whatever this is, it's going to be your truth. It's going to be a deeper knowing. You're no longer going to look at things, you know, with a lack of misunderstanding or pondering on the past. It could be even just this lack of, I don't know what the hell this is. Somebody's like torn between doing something that's right and just, that needs to be done. They could be a key person in this, in however this is. And it feels like it has been very heavy on somebody. Very weighty, to where it feels like, you know, it could feel like they have a dark shadow that follows them around. Feels like there's a truth that's going to come through. And it's like a merging of two energies. Somebody definitely has the ability to see clearly between, it's like when people have demonic or spiritual attachments on them, you know? Okay. And the Four of Swords. Feels like there is a lot of spiritual work around this that's being accelerated at this time. Sort through the past. Maybe that could have been something that was distorted, as to have you looking at past versions in a way. I don't know, it's like the time got fucked with, or you know what I mean? Things moved along real fast and now you're not ready for them. I don't know, there's a really dark lingering energy in there, and somebody's gonna find the courage to do it, because I just keep looking at him sitting on the edge. Maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Maybe somebody feels like this, truly. And they want to be in the light and tell the truth, but to do that, you know. Because some people can see this, you know what I mean, on them. You could be a seer that sees stuff on people like that, you know. that reads that type of energy or can just, understand that type of energy. It feels like some judgment has been called on a certain situation. You could be the person helping somebody that is, I heard, business owner, authoritative figure. Gathering the storm, prepare for coming changes that clear a way of confusion, wait for the calm. And mental block, fear of failure keeps you stuck, break free from limits to unlock your potential, fate, reform. To reform. Invisible chains. Break the bonds that hold you to the past situations, set yourself free. Okay. Maybe somebody does have a heavy weight on their shoulder because there is some sort of spell work going on here. Or darkness. Or lingering. This could just be within a person's subconscious. They've done something that feels very weighty or could have put somebody in a state of, moving forward. Feels like a lot of confusion was created in a situation. Invisible chains. Definitely feels like things were worked on in some way. What is within also lies beyond the outer world. Seek inner truth. Seeing the light. Somebody is going to see the light in this situation. Feels like there is somebody else doing something or an energy that creeps in from the behind. And this could just be that childhood trauma. This could be somebody actually speaking. There's judgment on this in some way. You could be judging yourself. It does feel a little midlife crisis-y. I don't know what the hell those planets shook up. There's states of confusion out here over a truth. It's going to feel feels like you've been waiting to get to the end of the road, the end of the tunnel, something that comes out. You finally made it over the hill, Over the river and through the woods, off to grandma's we go. I don't know if that's the horse knows the way to carry the sleigh. Something could be in the woods. Hello, Wade. I'm glad you got out and got to go to New Mexico. I bet that was nice. Traveling's going to be so nice. I like seeing different parts of the world. Yeah, I guess you can just double tap the screen now. Okay. Okay, we're back on this again. It's like, really would like the energy to change in that way. You know what I mean? This feels like a state of confusion right now. It's like the universe is just saying, yeah. I heard, I'm locked up, they won't let me out. Somebody took a contracted job or did something in a mishandled way or in a deceitful, lying way or in a aspect that would make a truth, I would say, like, hidden in plain sight in some way and cause somebody anguish and pain. Because the star being is out here. And that all-seeing eye. This person was protected. And, they could be realizing that at this point, them, you, whoever this is, of the burden that this caused. Over the lack of a truth which caused a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion. That maybe made this person, triggered something very dark within them. You could have walked away. You could have just, in some way, whether it's emotionally, maybe you've just had enough. Now you carried and stood in your truth and you moved forward. You kept your chin up. This looks like it could have been very hard whenever this first happened. This could have happened 5 months ago. This could happen in 5 months, 5 days ago. Because she's sitting out in the cold. And the key's right there. but it's like there's something that wasn't seen for them to be able to open the door. You know what I mean? To everybody else, it looked like it was right there, or being presented as if, you know, it was right in plain sight, when truly it wasn't. This either caused you to go into this shadow aspect of yourself, hate, rage. I keep hearing vulgarity. I can hear somebody cussing over and over and over. Just, you know, very worried, very, you know, to the point where they could be feeling pretty low right now. I heard this is going perfectly to divine plan as I say that. It is something that feels secretive for some reason. It's like the pressure's building. I can see like a pressure cooker in the lid getting ready to go off. Something's going to be revealed that needs to be seen in a situation. Whether it's somebody else's truth, the way that they've seen the burden that you've carried, and how you continue to sit upright, you know? And it's even worse if they know, you know, I could have been a better parent. I could have been a better wife. You know, and whatever, if this person has owned their piece in there. Whatever the situation. I wish I knew now what I knew then about, you know, protecting myself and those that I love and what's out here in this world. And it's like when you fell apart and slipped into whatever the shadow aspect was, you know, with pain, and it grew and it grew and it grew. You know, and you don't ask for help, you don't ask for your friends, you probably don't even have close friends, you know. Maybe your journal is all you had, the stars, you know, talking to the moon, I heard. You know, this could have been going on since you were a kid for some of you. These feelings that come in that feel just like a monster that hovers over you. It's like you feel like your rage or your pain inside, you could just grab the entire world and just lift it up over your head, like you have that much, you know. Because that pain within that shadow, and it kind of follows you. You know what I mean? It might feel like that for some of you. This huge, this heavy. I'm seeing star being as soon as I put that down. There's something about a bond here. About working together with this moving away. The situation could have pertained to money. It could have pertained to somebody, I wanted to say, divine inheritance in a way. I see the magician out here and work. I feel like somebody got hit, not only when they were down, but when they were really down, you know? It was like the straw that broke the camel's back. What's up, Montreal? Yeah, it's a good soul tribe here. Guys, by the way, and as I say this, the high priestess comes out. Constant C also has a channel up. There's lots of readers in here. So, what's up, KK? Kick 'em deep in dirt. Okay, so let's find an outcome for this, because I feel like something's been wanting to drag on and on and on, and I'm like, can we get to the point? Feels like something's just going to be done and over with. It feels like it's going to be a speedy process. I'm looking at something that says out of hand. Something could have been done out of hand, you know? To make you feel a certain way, or you feel like that. This could have trickled you. I wanted to say trick you in. This could have actually triggered you into self-care, better healing modalities. You could be looking at somebody who speaks the truth, you know, and who you do see as working with the higher angels, whatever. There might be confusion over that situation of what that looks like, and that even probably feels weighty for some people that, you know, if you're ascended and you have some sort of relationship with them in any way. This could be part of the contract that shows this person, you know, you might think, you know, when you yell, but when you yell, this is what everybody else sees. You know, they could be reflecting on they're scary moments, you know, whether they're very angry or violent or hateful or just distant or sneaky, whatever this is, it feels like by you carrying the burden in the way you did. You carried your own burden and you chose to take from that what you did. This person's burden feels a lot bigger, a lot heavier. It's because they haven't chosen to step into that. They are on the brink of doing this, or you, of recognizing a truth that comes out. Some confusion is going to be cleared out. And it comes back to, you cannot see, and I've said this a million times, you can only love somebody to the level at which you love yourself, truly. That's why self-love is so good, because you don't need somebody. You get to share it. Your perspective shifts what a relationship is, what love is, what your siblings mean to you, your parents, you know. There, you build boundaries with them and you enjoy them for what they are. There's lessons in a lot of it. There's somebody who sits and it's like in their room or in their house, it feels like as soon as they walk in the door, it feels like this fucking lingers. Could make them feel very out of balance, you know. You could be a star being and, you know, be very protected and in the way of, whether this is deliberately intentional or not, there's some sort of realization about something secretive that has happened that caused confusion. You standing in your truth and finding balance and having self-care has helped. Having better boundaries and making, it feels like you made quick and timely decisions. I wanted to say you got out in time, whether it was a thought process where you felt to the point where you didn't want to be here, or a terrible relationship, or in whatever way. It's like you guys have been on the same path. Their monster feels a lot bigger. You know, it feels very weighty because they harness a very dark deity within them, you know, that activates in a way. And it feels like there was a time when these aspects battled themselves out, and it feels like that energy arises somewhere within this spinal cord, you know. I heard right now, you have no spine. Snakes have no spine, you know. They could be remembering something you said, you know, whether you knew it all along. You called it. And they could be realizing that you were truthful, that you knew, that you were intuitive, or that they know you're connected to a higher, to God, whatever this is. And that can confuse them. That could feel very burdensome for them. And it could feel like the old mind games or whatever this is that used to work, it doesn't work anymore. Or those thoughts that come into your head that used to, you know, create this cognitive dissonance between your reality, what's going on, and self-love. It feels like once self-care came back on, even for you finding your truth and carrying this burden, you finding balance made this feel more out of balance. That monster's grown bigger and bigger and bigger, and it feels like it's coming to a head. Patience is needed, timing. Be mindful not to rush or push your agenda at this time. Trust in divine timing and less in instant gratification. Having patience allows everything to unfold as it should. The seeds have been planted, now let them grow. And that feels like what this is exactly what's happened. This person who's in this, I want to say troublesome time. You know, it could just be resurfacing of feelings. You could find something that inspires you, you know. This could be a new person, and you could have some baggage, you know, in some way. Whether it's just because it talked about being by yourself again, you know, reaching out and allowing other people to be a part of your life. That could feel scary to somebody. Feels like somebody's remembering losing everything, and that could be this monster that they carry on their back, you know. I heard I'm just a monster, you know, no, how could anybody love me? Whatever this is, it feels like there's opportunity that is, you know, it's being worked on in the realms. This is a truth. This is something that's going to come to the front. Taking time to replenish your mind, body, and soul is a must. Enjoy the time to reconnect and make yourself a priority. Ask yourself, what is serving me and what is taking from me? Much can be revealed when you stop putting yourself at the bottom of the list. The web of fate. And it felt like oppression in that. Maybe this is self-oppression. Even the smallest act can have fear, can have far-reaching effects. Okay. What is this pertaining to? With the shadow aspect that's coming out. What is this pertaining to? Third party and triggers. A love triangle, relationship, the other woman, secret hookup, child wombs, flashbacks, ready to explode, caught in the act. So, I really don't like reading on this stuff so much, but for some of you, this is definitely a story that you've come down here and did your flamey, triggery part that you do. And that's going to be, you got justice in the reverse right here with searching. Somebody could be finding a way to keep things imbalanced in a way. And if you did walk away and stood in a truth, and it feels like they definitely know what the truth is and what that lingering shadow is that follows them around. 44 as I say that. Thanks guys for hitting the like and subscribe button. Montreal says, feel like love comes from true intentions of the heart. Yeah, that's right. Mariah says, I'll never be the other woman again. Acts of kindness create love. Love inspires acts of kindness. Yes. You can love somebody but not be kind. You can be kind but not love. I guess it depends on the perspective. Yeah, and in this specific situation too, it feels like it's fucking two very irritating energies to each other in a way, you know? Feels like it's been a long road. It feels like, even with yourself, and this is like the straw that breaks the camel's back, this could be the way that you handle things. This is the way that your fears creep in. Excuse me. This could be your deeper knowing. This could be situations that you've been in, and you know that there's some, you know, the underhanded things that go on and that happen. That could feel like a midlife crisis too, recognizing there's not really anybody else around. What else about this shadow aspect? Having options, doing them, juggling connections, addictions, and player comes out. That's who's in this shadow. Give voice to past trauma and find your peace within. Express your feelings. Silent runes. So there's something very secretive and quiet about this. So this comes out again, another night. So it feels like this is what triggered this relationship. Devotion, can't stop smiling, happiness, feeling complete, butterflies. Then I said transformation. This is a very deep introspection for somebody in whatever way that this affects you, you know. Some of you recognize or have done a past life regression and have recognized like now why things play out the way that they play out. You know, there was something, feels like destiny in some way was playing out. I want to say everything is being overseen at this time. There's a need for the patience within there and within this. This doesn't, third party, I mean, in triggers, doesn't always have to be another person, but the card does say that. Third parties could be, you know, somebody's on their phone all the time, or somebody who doesn't want to spend genuine time, you know what I mean? Only you can tell the difference in genuine and authentic when you're comfortable around somebody and when you know, do the secluding thing. You are highly connected to ancient wisdom. Waymaker and authentic spectrum of light is embodied. And that could be what's got this person, you know, ready to leave this behind. It feels like there's some sort of threat within doing this. The one that's meant for you. I think it's just a fear. I think that it has been this cognitive dissonance about where they're at in their life, what they've been through, wanting to release that and learning how to connect with themselves and live in the moment. And then it feels like there is this hopeful feeling you know, a resolution that these things are going to be, they're going to be brought to light. And even if it is disappointing or whatever, however you might take it, you know, I think for some of you, I keep hearing somebody say, great work on your soul path. It's just sad. I just keep hearing somebody, it's sad. Your golden light energy, you are a beacon being cloaked right now. Your loved ones on the other side cheer for you. Backstabbing, rude, and hurtful. Energy of an ascended master is within you, and that could be that light. Sacral chakra is here. Your sacral chakra is healing from sexual attachments to another. The book keeps coming out for some reason in the journaling. I wonder what this, even if in this relationship, in this physical realm, it's like I wonder how this is playing out, because it said spiritual battle. What this is looking like in the, I wanted to say on the other side, you know, because it says your loved ones are proud of you. Gang stalking and undercover community comes out. As a truck freaking womps on it and drives by. Yes, yes, yes. We talked about gang stalking right now. Witchcraft for bad, dark soul. You're very much moving on your spiritual awakening, so it feels like these are crucial moments and times that are coming through, you know. Very spiritual, gifted seer. People could see you as somebody who's very gifted. It does feel like in some way, I'm hearing Illuminati, in some way you bring things to light. You might not even recognize that you do it. You could be dealing with somebody that likes, or it could be you, that has a constant need to seek approval from other people. Not able to make judgments on your own. You know, maybe you're afraid to jump in. As above, so below. Being strong and courageous. You know, maybe that's an issue. Bad news bears comes out with unsafe situation. Again, I'm hearing put your hands up. Every moment has magic in it to be rediscovered. I heard somebody say, I'm on the brink of losing you. I'm on the brink of losing you. A spiritual battle. I heard infringing parties. And that's where it is. I heard c'est la vie. What is c'est la vie again? It is what it is? It is what it is. What does c'est la vie mean? Hi, Micah. Did I find out why Los Angeles is burning? I did not. I heard this corruption goes upwards. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to shock a lot of us. Hi, Patrick. Patrick says that's just the way it goes. It's French. Yeah, c'est la vie is French, but I wonder what will be. Is that what? I know I said que sera, sera. Does c'est la vie mean the same thing? Because it feels like that's just being reiterated here. So much blocking and so much, but this is making way for certain things to be brought into the light. It does feel, I wanted to say secret communications in some way. There's deep introspection. Something's like killing somebody right now. Killing them. And it's about these burdens and this truth. It means whatever will be, will be. So I channel two, que sera, sera in Spanish, and c'est la vie means the same thing. So that's reiterated. It will be what it will be. So we went through all of the cards and all of this. I heard we do it every day just for it to come back to the same. Because there's not a change. So what does the future look like for this person who's trying to make this decision on coming in balance and speaking the truth? What is the end result? It'll be what it'll be. do they do it? That doesn't help when it comes out on the side. It was 9 of Pentacles on the side. I heard it still to be determined. The star, healing. It's healing right now. Star being. It could be a star being helping this person. This could be a star seed, like somebody that's on the brink of waking up, and when they wake up, it's going to go fast, you know? Medusa says characters created from pain. Somebody is healing at a fast rate. With the Queen of Swords, it comes out there. The truth does come out over the lie. It will be what it will be. It's doubled. It's twice. 2 people are standing in the same place, saying the same thing. Even if it means that they'll never see each other again or be together again or whatever this is. Even if it's an aspect of yourself you're letting go. You know that going back to that aspect of yourself doesn't solve problems. It's never gotten you anywhere. It's like turning a new leaf. Whatever this truth is, this eternal truth. Justice. Fairness. It will be what it will be with justice, and then the lovers come out behind that. It's a choice. And then I cut it on the King of Swords with the justice. The truth comes out. I heard in the truth shall set you free. Yesterday we talked about a lot of paperwork. It feels like this is tied into that, but this feels like it's somebody's really like something's approaching or getting to a specific point where like something is done. You know, say the paperwork went through, or you got the lien on the house and you finally get to move into it, or you know, you're able to take care of your grandma and you weren't before. Whether when it's said and done and it's relieved, it's like this moment of gratitude. Feels like for one person it feels like gratitude's in there. You know, once this is said and done, that first breath, or when you hang up the phone from getting the news or whatever, court gets out, whatever it looks like, it feels like there's a relief. But it feels like for the other person that's what this contemplation's about. If they don't do it, they know they're going to walk forever with that hanging over them. And I feel like that would even create this person not to want to be here anymore. And that's for some, and I'm looking at the Queen of Swords with the burdens. So, guilt gets to people in a way. Guilt will break a man down. Cold shoulder, closing time. You were begging me to stay till the sun rose. Strange words come on out of a grown man's mouth when his mind's broke. Pictures and passing time. You only smile like that when you're drinking. I wish I didn't, but I do. Remember all them bullshit nights with you. Huh. It's a moment of truth. Guilt tears some people up, but that might be where they hit the key to being released, you know? It'll be what it'll be. 5 of Pentacles comes over each other twice. Still feeling in that way. Oh my gosh, are they going to make the choice? That's what I want to know. If they use their intuition, work hard, and allow a death to happen. Somebody might actually have a physical death, and I see the Queen of Swords again at the bottom. Something's... Okay, if this doesn't get whatever this person to do what they need to do, then it feels like literally death comes in. Heart of the cosmos. Connect with the cosmos. With the cosmos heart. To experience profound wisdom and love. Heart universe. Man, I just want to know, and it just comes, it's like, this is so undecided for whatever and whoever this is. 10 of Wands just keeps coming out. I want to say I don't think they're going to make it. I don't think they're going to make it. Let this go. I just keep hearing release the regret, release the regret. Whatever this looks like. It could even be, you know, somebody putting themselves on the bottom of the list. Feels like when they start doing this self-care in some way, it builds everything else up. This person could have felt healthy or happy when you were around, you know, motivated, seeing you in a different light, but I think that they hid a lot of things about burdens that they carried because in a way they felt like a monster, you know, in some way around you. They've probably shut themselves out of their life most of their life. It's just something they do, especially on an emotional level. This could be like a fallen angel or a star being, somebody who's been trapped by many dark things that they've had to, I want to say, have had to do or had to fulfill, or that they've taken on that wasn't their responsibility. It's like you came there right at the brunt of it all. And it's like when people get their life force energy sucked out of them, you know, because it even kind of looks like that now. To say the Golden River used to, you know, fill in all of this, it was filled. And now it's like just a little bit's left in the spine. We talked about Christmas with the oil, you know, and it's like his life force energy is leaving. And that might be very apparent in some way, you know, and I talked about somebody being ill or sick. Because this thing's just sucking the energy right out of this person. It's creating this baggage of feeling left out. Ten of Wands, a truth, and the Knight of Pentacles. Either way, I'm just going to say, it'll be what it'll be. So if this in any way resonated with you, I don't know if it's going to resonate with many, you know. It could just be one person who needed to go through that. I would say just continue to listen to your intuition. Know that, you know, other things are being communicated about this situation on a higher level, with the secret communication, physical, mental abuse, star being. I don't know, judgment did come out there at the justice. So whatever this was that was done in this way, make sure you journal about things. It feels like it would be important for you to communicate, even with yourself. If you're trying to let go of some things and rehash or look over, and as I say, look over, this eye comes out. If you're trying to do that, self-sacrifice and no boundaries. Whatever this is, it feels very heavy. But underneath it all is like the original aspect of who they are, this soul expression. This is like the thing that brings them back into the light, or it's like they know that they will lose you, or this connection, or whatever this is. It's not in the light, it's not pure, it was, you know, apprehended or messed with in some way, whatever that was. I almost want to say it's like somebody's own life force energy. The more rude or cruel or hateful or hurtful or mean that they get, or further away from healing the inner child, or, you know, I think you were the one person perhaps that came in this person's life and showed them a different way to connect. They could be experiencing that, small blips of that, you know, previous lifetimes or connection. Why did, you know, she always said that, you know, we had a bond. Well, now maybe they're trying to figure out what that actually meant. You know, maybe you left them clues behind. Intuitive wisdom. Trust your intuition to guide decisions and reveal deeper truth. Sixth sense, inner knowing, and perceptiveness. Badass card. There's a lot of eyes, like I said. What's up, Tiffany? I'm gonna get some thoughts. Soul ties, that's a real thing. Hi, Kayla. Okay, I'll pull a couple cards for a few of you. I feel grateful for everything in my life, especially you. I want to enjoy more happy times together and make love all night. 9 of Cups. 38:11 as I say that. Person on their mind. If this is your story, person on your mind. For the highest good. Death. Number 13. I am finally ready to put the past behind me and let go of all of the people and situations that are toxic. I am creating space for us. I heard I'm sorry I self-sacrificed everything by having no boundaries. No dignity, no respect for myself, and because I did that, I had no respect for you. I am planning how to turn this passion I have for you into something practical. I want the best approach in taking action. The Two of Wands. This person's definitely, see it, this teeters right there. There's planning, but the death process is a realization at this time. KK, you're saying I got you crying? You got me crying like a baby. I have decided I want to pursue you and nothing is going to stop me. Expect soon a lot of action from my part. The Knight of Swords. Wow. I am grateful for everything that you gave me and I want to give back 10 times more. The scales will be balanced very soon. The Six of Pentacles. And maybe in the past this is where this person stood. It's hard for me to face my pain, so I indulge in short-term pleasures or substances. I know it is not good for me, but I can't stop in that devil energy. And it feels like that's the difference between this person tying back into their origin. I have a lot of respect for the elderly, and I follow their advice without questioning it. I also follow traditional events if it is outdated. The Hierophant. This person feels like there are things that this person, the way they were raised, it really just feels like that. If they're not very loving or very emotional or expressive, they might think it in their head but not say it to you, you know. They recognize that that's a problem. But then when anybody who comes into their vicinity and are like, ooh la la, you know, they like that little secretive hiding, you know, it feels risky and they self-sacrificed, you know, in some way. This could have been you or aspect of you that's still within there, you know, if you're thinking about moving on and getting in a new relationship, this could be something that you recognized, you know. And for the person that this is, feels like they do not want to let go. They do not want to let go. But it feels like they're trying to find a way to do this without, well, they want to do it without causing a rift within the family dynamic or whatever this is in this way. But they know they're going to be looked at or shunned or treated a certain way once they make this decision, if they follow their heart and follow their guidance to healing. It feels like a friendship could be made or a bond or something could be worked on or worked towards, because there is healing that's within this. This person, when you find gratitude, it can change your whole world. You guys know that when you start to awaken, you know? Any other messages for the highest good? I just keep hearing, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. I do not know why. I can't. I just keep hearing stupid, stupid. You know what I mean? Like somebody is very, very, very in their head about, I am ready to take a leap of faith and jump into the unknown. For the first time in my life, I allow myself to have faith and trust in God. I am learning how to control my life from within and not with external acts and forces. I feel this is the only way that I can be your match, the strength. This person could be a Leo. They could be born on February 8th, or they could be 28 comes up. You could be seeing 10-10. 13, it comes to my mind's eye. I'm becoming more curious about you and who you really are, but also I feel inspired to learn new skills and read more books. So this person definitely is seeing you in some way, whether they're feeling this energetically, have access to you in some way, if you are in a no contact situation, or this could just be, you know, you could have met somebody new and this could be something that they're going through and you've inspired. They know not to make a move until something is, you know, that they can clear up. This definitely feels like it's been a tie to somebody in some way, you know, that really, it is cosmic energy. It was that chaos, and chaos creates wonderful things, and it feels like there's going to be a realization about this. Past life is surfacing, so there's a lot of big work being done right now. Good night, Trigger. Love you. right, Kayla. Intention is everything. My intention is set for the highest good, what you guys need most at this time for your highest good. This could just be a confirmation in a subtle, slight way, something I say, identify, talk about. You could just set an intention with your spirit guides before and just say, you know, and set your clear intentions. That's where you get the communication. Thank you guys all for hitting the like button. What's up, Al? I'll get you next, Al. Kayla's highest good. What are we talking about here? What's in the energy field? I heard what's not. Dream interpretation. You are being called to interpret dreams, to find deeper meanings, to bring clarity and guidance. What are you being helped with right now in that dream state? Balance. It looks like you're finding balance. You got confidence and courage that come through for you. Face life's adventures and challenges bravely with confidence and courage. Take the adventure, I heard. These are going to be very adventurous times for you in the next 4 months. You're healing also inner child aspects of yourself. You could be finding a balance within that. Finding boundaries. You feel like you have an entrepreneur energy about you. I feel like if you're not already, but in the future, you have very creative ideas where you can start a business in something. Whatever it is, it does feel like it might be some sort of platform. You work with the guardian angels. You'll know and be guided to what this is for you. Your angels are always by your side, ready to offer protection and guidance. You've got protection, guidance, and support. And learn to live in the moment and to enjoy life. There's a need to, you feel like you have a very creative energy and are very dreamy. Your higher self's message to you. This is what you're letting go of right now. Resistance and attachment come out. Go with the flow and be open to life's changes. True growth requires letting go. Message from your higher self to you. When your dreams are never further than you can reach, big dreams are built by those who do the work. It feels like this is I wanted to say, a moment of encouragement for you to keep going on your path, to keep faith in your heart. You could have some things that are resurfacing right now that you're going through. It could just be feelings of doubt, it feels like, or uncertainty in a way. But it feels like you are getting better at, I want to say, not allowing things to stifle you so much, to where you can maintain balance within them. If not, it feels like that is a possible and potential energy for you. Very dreamy, very creative person. I see you doing things with like lights, the way you hang lights or decor, feng shui. Feels like you would be good at that, bringing some new life or a spot for you. 1122, the great shift, personal growth, spiritual development, and manifesting goals. Oneness, connection, and completion. First, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in your favor and intentions. 1122. Yeah, keep dreams and stay focused on your dreams. I talked about intention before I got on here, so put intention behind the things that you do, what you want to see the outcome at. Be more determined in that way. I'm hearing like expect good things to come. Expect good things to come by letting go. Okay, Al. Where is the rest of that deck? I know that's not the whole deck. Al, you ever have things hidden in plain sight? I don't know where the rest of this deck went. I was gonna say, I wonder if I mixed it up. Did you mix something up? I'm hearing affair right now. I do not know why I'm hearing affair, but I am. You're welcome, Kayla. Wow. I talked about your intuition could be getting a lot stronger. You have an ability to make things grow when you connect with yourself, and I mean that in all ways. Like, you make things more beautiful where you are. When you're in your creative passion and you're not being, I wanted to say played, or you know what I mean, anybody trying to infringe upon your boundaries. You're very enlightened to what makes a house go round, how to stay passionate in your life. It feels like you do things in a different way than most people. Maybe that's just your observation and how you observe. You feel like you have entrepreneur energy. You would be a very good boss, leader, teacher, or a coach. You also feel like you have dreamy energy. Truth is something that it feels like it's very important to you. What is with this gift, this intuition? It's like you naturally spread energy where you go. When you're really in your higher self and this hermit, and you connect, you make a difference on, I don't want to say like families or a home space. Psychocartography. That's a mouthful. You're being called to explore connections to places through the land. Ley lines, meridians, latitude and longitudinal matrix. By reading about the land, you can receive and understand the messages of the land. See, I talked about, it feels like you spread energy. The truth is known when I say that. You spread energy in a way that's very helpful for a lot of people. Yeah, like you work with the light army in a way. You find peace and solitude. I don't know if you're moving forward about something right now. Your spirit guides are just saying, don't be sorry. You have an Ace of Pentacles. Like, God's giving you something very tangible into your life. I don't know if this is a home or just, it's like you improving something. I feel like you're doing something with design as well, bringing in feng shui or style, or sprucing something up, or that's something that you're going to be doing. You could be drawn to like very specific places. I don't know why right now I'm seeing the red and white lighthouse on the edge of a big rock overlooking the ocean. When it started talking about this land, you could find that you have specific might be called to specific places. What are your spirit guides helping you with at this time? Expansion. To expand your horizons and potential and embracing growth with limitless possibilities. Spirit guides want you to surrender to the flow of natural life and embrace ease and grace in the situation. Embrace your personal power and authority with manifesting your dreams with confidence. You're getting back to something you once were in a way. Maybe there's a fire that's going to be lit, or you're finding continual growth, or will be. I want to say this next month there's going to be, I want to say like a miracle in some way for you. Something happens. You are making progress on your journey. Your spirit guides want you to know to continue to hold the light in whatever that situation is. What are you letting go of at this time? Protection and desire come out. Seek the truth within before pointing fingers. Going with the flow, being connected. Harness the power to manifest dreams, not delusions. I feel like one more. And suppression, express, don't suppress. Authenticity is spring. You're being empowered or liberated in something with this home life. It just feels like, I don't know if you feel like somebody already has their thumb on you or something kind of, gets with you in that way. Shit, why didn't I plug in my phone when I first came out here? My bad. Okay, we are charging it. That thing is hot to trot. Okay. Suppress. Don't suppress, express. Hi, Arza. $10. It's up to you. It kind of feels like it falls in line at the bottom. You got 1001. Feels like a binary code of some sort. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. It is time to put those long-cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust the process. 10. Okay, I'm only going to do a few more. I don't even know what time it is. Yeah, it's 8. Don't suppress. There's something very specific with you being drawn to places. You might look at like pictures of traveling. I don't know why I'm seeing. Right now I'm hearing Southeast Malaysia, but there could be ley lines or for certain places where you get re-energized in a way, Maybe certain things are falling apart in your life, or they will, it'll feel like that at first, but it feels like things are getting moved around, like you might travel or do or experience something, and that could be a truth. What up, Jack Cat? Okay, Arza, I'll do you. Thanks everybody for hitting the like button. You're welcome. Island Vibes, what up? Passion, busy, working on noon. I'll do Arza, and then I'll do passionate next, okay? Guardian Angel. Self-identity. Are you moving into a space of self-discovery in some way? That you're seeing or observing things, I don't know, it feels like you will be. You have a guardian angel that like goes everywhere with you, like talks to you constantly. I don't know if you're receiving this information. Relax and release. It feels like this information is like trying to come to you, but it feels like you don't take time to relax, or you need to. That's when this communication comes through. It's trying to help you receive an information about something. It feels like to your own awareness and what you need to be. It feels like you're losing programming or things that were like programmed into you, whether this is from childhood. I'm hearing something about processed food right now. Having a peaceful heart, maybe putting energy and time back into yourself. Your spirit guides are really trying to connect with you and give you, I don't know if you pray a lot or in your mind you do. You ask questions or you have a busy mind. You very much feel like a light worker, somebody that's here to I'm hearing spread enthusiasm, current energy. That's too many. The Hermit wanted to come out in reverse. So you could be stepping out from something that you were originally doing, or realizing something about being in Hermit mode, finding these answers in Hermit mode. or there's a need to go within so you can receive this higher wisdom and knowledge. I heard, where do I go? So you might be looking for guidance about something that could underlining be feeling a little heavy for you. This could have to do with being cold or standing in a truth in some way about a message or a message that will come through. It feels like it's definitely going to bring you out of that hermit mode. I want to say secret. I don't know why, but I want to say something about a secret. It could just be secret wisdom and knowledge. But Hangman and the Two of Cups. So this could have to do with a relationship, past life relationship. This could be a small offer, a message that you're going to receive. This could just be from you to yourself. What are you letting go of right now? There might be a secret within letting something go. Bringing something to the light. Definitely going to be realizing something or looking at something in a different way. There could be something about opposites here. Rejection comes out. Anger. What is she letting go of? And shame. Embrace your flaws. They are a part of your unique story. Through the sting of being left out, we discover our own inner worth. Anger. Use its fire to transform, not to destroy. And that could be what's being looked at in this situation right now. Anything else from the universe? The reflection. What is the reflection through the sting? A test. Your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. What's the anger? The universe. The universe is guiding you towards a special someone. Just let everything take its course. Could have been feeling frustrated in some way. Shame. What do we have for shame? Healing this shame. Man, it feels like you if you haven't, you've gone through a test. You're definitely working with the universe. Protect your relationships well, and maybe that's marriage is at the bottom of the deck. So this could be in the physical or spiritual marriage in some way. Feels like the test was to trust in your intuition and know when to go within. I heard, I wish I knew then what I knew now, and it just could be in the way that you're looking at something now in a different light. You're seeing the differences within something. A perspective shift is coming. Maybe you do need to go in and to find this and release whatever this is. It's just a deeper knowing for you about your path, where you're headed, and you know, not so much who's on it, but what am I going to feel like when I'm on it? You know, why I can enjoy life, you know, and on this path. And also feels like sowing good seeds, you know, putting into this earth what you want to see more of. Okay, see you, passionate. Love you guys. That chat's just a going. You're welcome, lovely. All right, passion. What are we working on right now in this energy? Fear of failure keeps you stuck. Break free from the limits to unlock your potential. Fate reform. Invisible chains. Break the bonds that hold you to past situations to set yourself free. Frozen whispers. Listen to advice and the intuition you once ignored. Heed their wisdom. What is this pertaining to? Or a situation? What's this? Breaking these bondages from what? What are we healing? Timing. Patience is needed. There could be whispering about whatever this is in some way. And it could have to do with desire. Passion ignited desire. Live with passion by stepping into what feeds your soul and gives you joy. When you choose to make room for this in your life, the universe responds by creating opportunities that support your soul's purpose and passion. Be strong and courageous. Be mindful not to rush or push your agenda at this time. Trust in the divine timing and less in instant gratification. Having patience allows everything to unfold as it should. The seeds have been planted, so let them grow. I'm hearing a song in my head that says, "Come a little closer, baby, I feel like laying you down. A very blissful time is near." Feels like some sort of passion's going to be reignited in some way for you. Maybe you haven't felt like this in a long time. You know, it feels like something good is on its way. The light army is here helping. A very blissful time. Make sure that you don't seek other people's approval when taking things into your own hands. I wanted to say heartbreak, death, loss, and March comes out. So deep thinker and tied to the Akashic gifts. You could be very a deep person. Someone loves and misses you comes out. You are being lifted up to a new level. Whatever this is, things are going to come out exactly the way that they're supposed to be. If this is surrounded around a death or a loss in any way, it feels like balance is going to be restored within that situation. You're not bound by that situation, whatever it was. And it really reiterates that somebody is thinking about you and misses and loves you. It feels like forgiveness is important, setting yourself free from guilt and shame or anger that you have. It feels like some resentments have built up in some way around something, you know. It feels like there's some shoulda, coulda, wouldas that, you know, pop in, and it feels like maybe they're not even, just wish I could have did something. I keep hearing that, so I'll get a number for you. 1111. What's up, Nacho Daddy? Some pennies for your thoughts. For sure. You got 0808 that comes out for you. This one wanted to stay on the table. Trust your gut feeling. 0440. Follow your gut. It is more important than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect or else karma will bite your ass. 3 as a crowd. And then you will enter a time of expansion, so be taking steps towards achieving your ultimate objectives immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. Penny for your thoughts, quarter for your calls, and all of your mama's love. Thank you for the 1111. Denial comes out. Not facing truths, dismissal, refusing to give in, contradicting, something around fall. Maybe there's denial of something that happened in that time. Pregnancy comes out with entrapment, conceiving, mother figure, pregnancy test. I heard you're being tested. Separation in reverse wanted to come out. Why the denial? The denial's over. Somebody's researching, thinking of you, profile creeping. Feels like, I don't know, somebody's being nosy. It might be in denial about a certain situation. The pregnancy really keeps sticking out for some reason, so this could just be a new idea and around winter. Well, that's interesting. Always seems to hit around the same time with summer in reverse. Why the searching? 8 of Cups, because you walked away from something. Yep, somebody who had options. There's denial around this. Being left out in the cold because you used your intuition, or somebody's going to be using their intuition in it. They're looking something up or looking into something deeper now. They're being left out in the cold. Somebody's not wanting to let go of something that you worked hard on for some reason, and it has to do with something that's tied to, I want to say, obsessive thoughts, because the denial's here. I want to say mind games in some way. This could be you to yourself. You could be looking into things deeper, or this could be somebody else in the situation. Page of Pentacles. Somebody's going to go out on a limb and might be worried that there's judgment around something. Maybe it's just self-judgment and being in denial about something, or somebody in that aspect with you. Your higher self wants you to know. Everything is unfolding as it should be. And that ties with tonight's read. C'est la vie and que sera, sera. When a new door opens, walk through it and begin. And I feel like there's one more. Your dreams are never farther than you can reach. It also feels like you're moving into something. I don't know what's with that stalker type energy. Or obsessive. Maybe that's what the devil was just obsessive energy, overthinking, over analyzing. Somebody's definitely looking into something or trying to figure something out. I see somebody loves you and you are missed. Limitless potential comes out for you. 000. Rest, relax, unknown, surrender, finish line, success, and victory. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What is meant for you will not pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. Alright guys, I love you. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go get my children in bed and eat some food. Thank you guys all for hitting the like and subscribe button. Remember, if you want a personal read with me, it is at angeldynasty33@gmail.com. I love you guys. Today was a beautiful day. I'm sleepy right now. I could feel like the energy shift. It feels like collectively a weight is being lifted off the shoulders. I'll pull a number card for the collective. It feels like when somebody steps into that opportunity, they're going to be faced with an option to look back, and then all of those things that are unhealed, if any, or, you know, whatever way you look at it, you might just look at it for it is what it is. You know, like, I forgive you, but I'm moving forward, and I'm going to find happiness that's for me. You know, I need this in my life. I need the happiness for me, and I need this for me, and not thinking about how you'll feel if you'll get along fine without me, you know. That could be part of this person's karma in a way too, that triggers them into love or finding their own ways of being. And it feels like the other person who's stuck in this darker, heavy, and it could be yourself. Two sides of the same coin, I did say that. This going back and forth. And, you know, the card still sits on the top. Somebody loves you and misses you. So, love is a powerful thing. Love has an ability to alter a lot of things. It scares some people. So when some people feel love, it's absolutely fucking terrifying for them. Some people don't know what to do with that. You know what I mean? For the collective. The void. (2002). You have more control over your life than you realize. Learn to execute what interests you. Turn things around. It gets better with time. There are plenty of friends to make, so chill out, have fun, open up, and go outside. Then you have 0110. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That is your path to success. Your dreams will come true. And then we have feminine forces with 2222. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit, and you will become a force. Honor commitments and people around you. Don't judge and listen. Que sera, sera. It'll be what it'll be. Let it be, let it be. Hi, Billy. Mods, thank you guys so much for what you do in here. I love you guys. Have a beautiful night. Email me if you want a personal read. I love you guys. Thank you for every way that you support the channel. Like, subscribes, commenting on the videos. I'm going to go back and watch last night's read. I didn't get to watch that yet. A small part of it was a really good read. So I love you guys. Stay up, stay shining, keep doing the work. Don't let other people's, or past thoughts or memories or things you went through infringe upon, moving forward in your life. Things are going to come up and for you to look at. Of course, it's going to be scary. That's where the trust comes in to move forward, whether it's a relationship, a new job, a business that you're working on your own. Just allow things to unfold the way that they will. It feels like this is really very much so in the divine's hands, It is going to be what it's going to be, and it feels like it's very much based off of your perspective, how you're going to see it, and just enjoy life, enjoy living, enjoy the nature. Go out and get in the trees, get in the desert, go for a drive, connect. Go do something you normally wouldn't do. Surprise yourself. Do something you might, that's where these ideas come from. They don't just come to you, they could come to you in dreams, but if you're wanting a relationship or to find soul family, you can't just do that staying in your house in your pajamas all the time, You gotta get out and make friends, mingle, do something different. This is time to cultivate ideas. Winter's about going within and kind of mapping out, seeing what's under the surface in some ways. All right, you guys, be good to yourselves. Love and blessing to you guys. Thank you, pretty soul. You're welcome. Thank you guys for all the love. Hibernation season, that's right. What's up, Mac? Big old Mac Daddy. All right, I love you guys. Kisses from Idaho.